So in other words, this is just so dope and just so dope and just so galactically dope. The fact that I am finally free of all the script of insanity and nightmarish madness. So going to view things from a very rational perspective, you will all notice that in fact Jesus never wrote the gospel himself. It was just testimonies 200 years later by his apostles who had already betrayed him and let him down a cross. And so then as the gospel took place, then in the Quran they justified by saying that anybody who calls Jesus the Son of God is a sinner. So then the Judaist people with Hashim and David like clearly have failed, because you all saw what the Torah's finale is, that David brings me here so that Hashim makes him cheat, excuse my French. And then he cheated, so then Hashim and David's only plan was to use the gospel that was written by some cretins to nigger, Jesus. And then they tried to, make pretend that this Amy Carlson hooker is Jesus when she's obviously not, because I gave her every benefit of the doubt, and it was my own father from Palestine who told me people who are who they say they are, because I was telling him she's not mother of all creation. So then just thanks to my dad, I started to talk to them back again. But then when my dad turned on me, well, I'm Aurora, mother of new creation, he's like, no, well then that's an oxymoron. So when that oxymoron happened, I understood that there's deeper political bonds between this whole shits. So now it's very simple for we the people with a brain to shut down the whole system, because to begin with, like for a town hall or a church to have accepted to marry someone else as myself, that's a total nigger shit. So for this shit to have even like gone through, that's madness. So that in itself is the ticket to the cessation of the old paradigm. So the old paradigm has died, and the silent call, meaning the Palestinian cause, is the only key for peace in the Middle East and peace on earth, and miracles of true love coming true. Because to have a nation just like have some mongoloids from Zambia come in and say, we're gonna erase your flag and we're gonna steal your homes and all your work just because you piss us off because you're the smartest of all these countries. And we're pissed because we had some of our Negroes write a book called The Gospel that are just going to justify our acts of terror till the end of time. And we're going to use the gospel to also deny, Aurora of her rights and give them to some Russian hooker and kick her out of the whole village. So obviously those Christian assholes are bullshit artists. They're all warrior jackasses, and they're rapists and they're molesters. The Judaistic people, we all saw their agenda. The Muslims are insane, so drop all religions. I have a plasma tech. With my tech, I'm going to use to give birth to new creation, Jerusalem, New Jerusalem, meaning Palestine. Heart-based people, and they are the most grateful, most humble. They were rendered from kings to beggars, just like myself, and they were robbed to their face of their earned flag and earned land and possessions. And sorry, not sorry, but no people from God have the okay to do this shit. So any motherfucker who's saying that God is an evil, insane motherfucker, you're insane. Or if God really is insane, I don't give a fuck about you, God, because guess what? I'm goddess and I know the right from the wrong, and you obviously are insane. Period. The end. So this whole thing, Israel will never make it, because it will never be able to establish peace on earth, because it comes from a place of duality. They stole from me. And honestly, Ray's got my back. I don't care what Barry thinks now, but Ray killed Osho, and I ain't Mexican, so Ray knows I'm the shit. And I guess Ray